Olá, olá pessoal! Ora bem, hoje o que é que temos aqui para ver? Que eu estou cheio de vontade. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. É um remake do jogo, deve estar melhores gráficos, jogabilidade não sei se está diferente ou não, mas vamos ver, vamos descobrir isso. Pá, este foi dos melhores Assassins que eu já vi, na altura, quando saiu, foi brutal. Eu costumo dizer que foi o que deu abertura para todos estes outros Assassins que nós vemos com outras temáticas, não ser só aquela coisa do vamos antigo, vamos para a França, vamos saltar prédios, matar gajos. Bem, bora lá. Boa, 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 boa,
We
boa.
fly no colours out here, but praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms.
If a man plays the fool, then it's only fools he'll persuade, but appear to be the devil. And all men will submit.
Yeah.
We're pirates, kid. We take as we please and
Arr,
become who we like.
pirate.
But that look ain't you. It's not who you are.
Who am I then?
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Para mim, dos melhores. Ok? Já existiu Black Flag Resynced Remake.
Hey everyone. I have to say it is so good to be here. I played Edward Kenway more than a decade ago, and you know, he's one of those characters
Mesmo
that never
ator.
really leaves you. Now, over the past months, we know that you've been waiting, and we know that you've heard things.
Tem bons
And
gráficos,
today,
tem.
it is finally
Está bastante
time
diferente.
to share with you what we've been
O
working
outro acho que era gráficos PlayStation
Assassin's
2
Creed Black Flag Resynced
ou
is a
3.
faithful
Nem sei já.
remake of one of the most beloved Assassin's Creed games. It's totally rebuilt from the ground up with the latest version of the Anvil engine and enriched with lots of new additions. Resynchronization with Edward's journey and memories. The same story, the same man, but
Ok, só 28 minutos, é
elevated
rápido.
to a new level of immersion and realism to bring you one of the most thrilling swashbuckling pirate adventures. And I'm happy to say,
Há aqui uma parte que tu vais
Assassin's
curtir, bué.
Creed Black Flag
Se mostrarem,
Resynced
não sei se mostram.
will be released on July 9th, 2026. Today, guys, you are getting the real deal. The first ever look at gameplay. Everything that's been rebuilt, reimagined, and some behind-the-scenes stories. But enough of my talking, yeah? Let's just jump right in.
Let's go! Aí, estou empolgado para este.
Hello, pirates. Matt Ryan here, the voice of Edward Kenway. And this is Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
Yes!
13 years after the original, this
Olha aí,
remake
olha aí.
brings the classic game back to life. Rebuilt from
Grande
the ground
diferença,
up with
olha
the
o chão.
latest Anvil engine
Nada a ver.
to deliver the most thrilling pirate adventure. All right, let's set sail.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure.
You play as
Isso é
Captain
gameplay, é
Edward
gameplay.
Kenway, a rebellious scoundrel eager to make a name for himself in the pursuit of glory, freedom, and a search for a better life.
Seen your face before. Yous mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your bloody gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
Pumba!
After crossing paths with the Assassins and Templars, Edward is drawn into their centuries-old conflict with secret locations and legendary treasures at stake. Along the way, he joins forces with infamous pirates such as Anne Bonny, Charles Vane,
Unbonny.
and Blackbeard.
Blackbeard.
With them, he helps establish a short-lived, lawless republic following the pirate code and defying empires built on cruelty.
Pirates beware.
Together, in their search for freedom, power, and riches, they'll fight across a treacherous tropical paradise. From dangerous waters to dense jungles, untamed lands and bustling
Aí, está
historical
fixe,
cities.
meu, a luz. Eia, olha lá.
From the grandeur of Havana, the thriving and wealthy jewel of the Caribbean ruled by Templars, to Kingston's bustling trade hub, and Nassau, the beating heart of the pirate republic. Each city offers a distinct atmosphere shaped by opportunities and conflicts. The Caribbean world reaches a new level of immersion and realism, powered by high-resolution textures,
Aí,
enhanced lighting, strikingly detailed environments,
tá muito fixe.
and a new dynamic weather system. Even underwater exploration is more expansive, more beautiful, and more perilous than ever before. With seamless access to cities and locations, the world feels truly alive.
Eu vou, peraí.
Creating the perfect
Sorry.
backdrop for a life on the edge,
Agora
where
sim.
freedom is earned and danger is never far away. Time to draw swords, lads. The combat system has been entirely reworked into an action-oriented experience. While wielding dual swords, pistols,
Pumba.
and hidden blades,
Never trust a pirate.
plays a specific role with faster, more fluid attacks and combos. Land a perfect parry to
Hey,
open
brutal.
up your target for an instant kill, then follow with up to 4 chained takedowns.
4.
Use walls, ledges, and breakables to your advantage. Keep track of your opponents and use
Aí,
all your
foi
tools
bué
to
da
level the
fixe.
playing field.
Usou o gajo como escudo. Tá lindo, lindo, lindo.
But fight recklessly, and you will be punished.
Yep.
Whether
Vai
you're
no
on the
precinto,
hunt
faz
or on the
parte.
run, mastering your environment is key. As you navigate through cities and jungles, you'll experience smooth and improved iconic
Yo.
parkour moves.
Parkour.
From free jumps to back ejects and side ejects. These options offer a range of reactive movements,
Aí,
giving you tighter
brutal.
control,
Voltamos ao old
resulting in
school.
greater speed and deadlier assassination.
Yes. Imba, caralho.
Being a pirate assassin often calls for a subtle approach. With Resynced and its enriched stealth system, you can now crouch freely as part of your toolkit to approach targets.
Cheio.
Tailing and eavesdropping missions have also
Ah, isto era o
been
antes.
revamped.
Já, lembro-me disto. Tinhas que
The
andar
original
perto
game,
para ouvir.
getting discovered meant instant desynchronization. Yes, this was a pretty big pain point. We remember.
Yep.
Now, the action continues. Your objectives remain, but your target will react, and you must adapt accordingly.
Ai, a boa da fixe, meu.
All these new interactions offer multiple ways to succeed and progress in your missions. Of course, this wouldn't be a real pirate adventure without a ship.
Agora é a melhor parte, caralho.
You named your brig after a boxy bird.
The Jackdaw.
Check door.
What a beauty. Set sail and freely roam the Caribbean. Now equipped with even more firepower, the Jackdaw can conquer the high seas like never before.
Olha para isto. Xiii, caralho. Isto é muito...
With new alternate fire upgrades for every weapon, you now have more power and flexibility to overcome opponents' ships in any situation.
Falhou tudo, mas pronto. Aí, olha-me a tempestade deste tamanho. Olha-me.
Epic battles, boarding parties, and fort raids.
Woohoo.
All of these are back and as challenging, dangerous, and exciting as ever. To reinforce your
It's a
crew,
pirate's
three
life for
brand new
me.
officers make their entrance: Lucy Baldwin, the Padre, and Deadman Smith. Each
Vai.
officer has a unique narrative questline that reveals their backstory. Gain their trust to recruit them to your crew and benefit from their
Esse também
special
foi dos
gameplay
melhores, mas é do.
abilities. Dead Man Smith, for example,
É muito
unlocks
linear, é
critical
muito
shot
limitado,
for
né? Porque
broadside weapons.
é só andar na cidade. Este tens isto.
Explore the Caribbean alongside
E eu acho que tu
your
podes
crew
evoluir o
and
barco, pelo
trust
menos no
your
primeiro
captain.
dava. Começas com um
That's right.
fraquinho e
You can
depois
now
dá para ir
find cat
equipando.
or monkey
Aumentar mais
for javelin.
canhões e essas coisas.
Engage and plunder other vessels. Steer through violent storms, rogue waves,
Moço.
or just soak up the sun, regaled by shanties new and
Pá,
old.
tá brutal. É. As músicas do barco todas. O jogo onde surgiram as músicas de piratas nos barcos. Foi neste.
While enriching the experience with enhanced gameplay features,
Oh.
fresh quests and storylines, including ones for the officers you met earlier and, just between you and me, new narrative arcs involving our old friends, Black
Sério?
and Steed.
Nova história?
Empires, and
Aí, é muito fixe.
Era's explosive events amidst the ancient war between assassins and Templars in the ultimate pirate fantasy. Gold, infamy, and adventure await. It's time to raise the black flag again.
With
Pá,
Black
parece
Flag
estar
Resync,
mesmo
we set out
bacana.
to reconnect with the heart of Black Flag. From the start,
Ei.
the intention was clear: deliver a faithful and enriched experience grounded in what players loved. We've rebuilt the entire adventure using our latest Anvil engine.
Olha lá.
Expect fully overhauled visuals, new additions that deepen its world, and enhanced gameplay both on land and at sea. Movement now
Eu acho que vou
flows
comprar
more
isto.
naturally
Tenho
from one
hipótese.
action to the
Dá
next,
hipótese, dá
whether
hipótese,
you're
dá
doing
hipótese.
parkour across rooftops in Havana or fighting on the docks. Parkour builds on the latest design improvements from recent
course.
Assassin's Creed games, while still keeping Edward's classic moves. Combat now offers a more dynamic, swashbuckling experience, driven by precise parries and takedowns. Stealth gets its share of improvements too, and the ability to crouch anywhere. They open up more tactical routes and subtle approaches, letting you shape the adventure the way you want. Naval gameplay also follows the same philosophy and offers more tactical options. New officers will join your crew with powerful abilities, while the Jackdaw's weapons can be upgraded with new modes to change up the fight. The sea now plays an active role
eu
in
acho
how
que tu
you'll
podes,
challenge enemy elements. Weather and waves will influence how your ship will handle, while preserving the pace and freedom players remember. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced matters deeply to us and to you. That's why we took the time to rebuild it with the care it deserves. This remains a solo, adventure, and character-driven experience. It is not an RPG. The focus stays on how you play and how you explore the world. And as we
Estás a tremer,
develop the
filho?
game,
Calma,
we
estás nervoso
organize
por aqui.
dedicated workshops with our community. These early player feedbacks played an
Acho que até
important role in refining
podes
many of
mudar a
these
tripulação do
elements.
barco e tudo.
Here's a look at their most recent visit.
Hello everyone, we are here at the Ubisoft Singapore studio where we invited some of our biggest Assassin's Creed fans to discover the remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. They've
Pronto,
had the
pá, eu vou ver
opportunity to
isto.
meet the
Se tu não
devs,
quiseres,
try the
sabes,
game and share
esta
their
parte aqui se calhar
valuable
já é mais
feedback
secante.
with us. Here's what they had to say.
I still can't believe that I can help the dev team to make the game better and improve it when it finally arrives.
I'm part of that process, and Black Flag is my favorite
White
game,
Wolf
so to be a part of that
Whispers.
process is just awesome.
It felt nice to be
www.
appreciated in that way, to give direct input about the game.
The feedback with the dev team, they were very open as a dev team to take the criticism, what needs to be fixed, what's great. They even asked us more questions about it. So I love the curiosity that they show us, and it shows that they truly care about what they do.
I'm just really excited to be back, like with the addition of new audio lines, the new dialogue, and the new music.
I'm super excited to actually help improve the staff experience for the game.
I care about this game, this remake. When I heard rumors about this game, I just wanted to be involved in giving as much effective feedback as possible.
Some of this work came directly from spending time with some of our core players early on. We had them play early builds and sat down with them to gather their
Welcome to
honest feedback on the
Singapore.
game, tapping into the many things players expect of a Black Flag remake, from gameplay features to visual fidelity. This helped us refine some of our choices along the way. What was interesting was not only to gather that feedback, but to understand why players reacted this way. They were incredibly passionate about Edward, how he moves, how he reads on screen, even the details on his face. That led to deeper conversations. Together, we explored different approaches, tested ideas, challenged assumptions, and refined choices until the intent felt right again. The team's passion and commitment have driven every step of this journey, and we can't wait for you to see more of what we've been crafting.
Oh, it really is so good to be back in this world. Now, I believe the Black Flag is one of those pirate adventures that never really left the players' minds. And it's also really special to be here today with some of the people who helped shape the game back then and who are bringing it back now. Jean, you were creative director on the original Black Flag, and Paul, you're the creative director on Resynced, who's leading the vision of this remake today. Now, before we dive into what the game is now, I'd love to go back for a moment. So when you started building Black Flag back in early 2012? 2012. How was the world imagined in the first place? I mean, what were the pillars that were there from day one?
Well, from the very beginning, one of the key central core pillar was fluidity, right? We really wanted a seamless experience, connecting movement, combat, and navigation, all very naturally. And it was the same seamlessness that we were looking for between naval experience and the ground experience, because the other challenges we were facing was to merge actually two fantasies, being a pirate on one side and being an assassin on the other, without any friction. And the sea wasn't just an add-on, to the ground experience. Gameplay was really a core pillar from day one. We also wanted a world that feels alive.
Quando este jogo saiu foi tipo uma cena, meu.
The players always in motion, and it was very compelling to me to see other people like Paul and his team actually to face the same challenges that we did face back in the days. And I think what helped them craft the game was that a lot of people involved in Resynced today were already part of the game, the original back then.
Paul, so you were already a part of the team back then, right? So, when you come back to a project all these years later, what stayed non-negotiable from the original vision, apart from the fact that, I'm Kenway?
So, Matt, the one thing that was non-negotiable is the original story of Edward Kenway. We have never approached Resynced as a reinvention. Our goal is to carry John's vision forward. And today, we have much more room to do so since the game is engineered and rebuilt on Ubisoft's latest engine. It allows us to push dynamism, gameplay, immersion further, while keeping the original vision and story intact.
Não, tá bonito, o jogo tá
You
bonito.
mentioned before how
Quanto é que isto vai custar?
collaborative the original
É isso que eu quero saber,
game
quanto é que vai
was. And
custar?
can you talk about that, especially with Singapore?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a absolutely team effort back in the time. And I remember actually in 2012 when
Epá, eu espero que eles não sejam gananciosos e metam isto a 80 euros.
To do what we call the blueprint, this week of hard work where the game really emerged from the preparatory work. And Montreal worked very closely with Singapore. Singapore built key parts of Black Flag. The naval gameplay was built on top of the Assassin's Creed 3 naval tech that was developed, in some specific missions. But you were also behind a lot of places, locations, and gameplays, like caves, underwater gameplay, forts, ships, and some major missions like the E3 demo that you worked on.
That's right. Right. So there seems to be a real sense of continuity here, not just in the game, but in the people making it. One thing that really shaped Black Flag for me was how dynamic the scenes felt coming back to it for Resynced and shooting the mocap scenes in Toronto. The scenes just felt so dynamic, like the original game. And what was the intention back then
mas está muito
when
bom.
it came to all the cinematics?
So from the start, and it was a lot of discussion with Kamad, the animation director back then,
Kamad.
we really wanted the scenes to feel alive. You know, we wanted characters moving, interrupting each other, exchanging objects, and reacting physically. And that sense of movement was really part of the game's identity, I feel.
Right, and when you rebuild a game like this, that I guess that becomes a huge challenge, right, Paul? And how did you keep the spirit whilst trying to push it further with all of today's amazing technology?
Well, there are many ways, but to carry on the spirit of Black Flag, we always remembered one thing: to rebuild the game with the original pillars in mind, John's pillars and the original core team's pillars. But the most important thing was the story. Every single small moment in the game had to be rebuilt.
Também iam ser muito burros, fossem mudar a história.
Especially the facial animations, but that's important because that's the soul of the game.
Tá fixe.
That you men are the pariahs of Charlestown, and I would profit better by using your organs for chum and your bones for char.
Tá fixe.
My Christ!
And, you know,
O que é que vai ser bom nisto? É que eu quando joguei o jogo era mais novo. E eu agora vou estar muito mais atento ao jogo do que antigamente. Há coisas que eu vi na altura que não fizeram grande sentido e agora vão fazer.
Well, actually, I felt like playing Black Flag, you know, and not even noticing where the original
Olha para isto, meu.
and when the new
Olha o
content that
macaco.
Colin team wrote was starting. And this is something really important. That continuity is very much essential.
Bué.
Whenever we wanted to change or add something, we would always question ourselves: does this belong
Pois
here?
vai.
Would Edward do this? Would John get
Acho que isto já está a bater, ainda nem saiu. É mais um daqueles que sai no dia e bate recordes de vendas e caraças. Olha, desta que a Ubisoft sai do buraco. Muito provavelmente vai sair do buraco com este jogo. Com a certeza.
Edward's wife Caroline, that's written by Darby himself.
Yeah, I remember playing it. Jean, so like there's something, I don't know, there's something deeper in Black Flag than just like pirate freedom, you know, and it's closely tied to the character of Edward.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We really wanted to send a message also saying that freedom without structure doesn't lead you anywhere, right? And
Eu às vezes não percebo o que ele diz, meu.
He thinks everything
O gajo tem um sotaque bem maluco.
will be that's the good life, plundering, etc. But then in the end you realize that you lost all your friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay,
and
so
this is very important because he grows into someone that understands his own responsibilities and that makes him, like you said, very human.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I really leaned into coming back to the character after, you know, more than a decade. You know, it's the same Edward, but there seemed to be like, for me personally, you know, from the scenes that were written, kind of, as I said, more dynamism, but
Isso é fixe, porque o gajo está mais velho.
To Edward's journey, you know? I guess
piratinhas.
with Black
O
Flag
gajo está mais
Resync,
velho, mas como não é jogo, pode fazer.
to make, right, Paul? And how did you approach those?
So, Matt, with Resynced, we made a clear choice. It is a pure story-driven adventure, and we are fully focused on Edward's adventures in the Caribbean. As a result of this focus, we have elected to not have the multiplayer and not have the DLC. However, Resynced is built from the ground up with new story, new content, and new systems. But we're staying true to its action-adventure roots. Resynced is a 2026 take on the original legend. And for those of us who are curious, the original will still be available.
And Jean, so the modern day, right, that played
O jogo saiu
really
quando?
specific role
Foi na
in
PS3,
Black
não foi?
Flag
Foi na PS3
when
que o
it
jogo
was
saiu, não
released.
foi?
So can you explain how it fit the franchise back then?
So, you know, back then in 2013,
Está bué diferente, está bué bacana mesmo. Está muito fixe. Por acaso não estava à espera.
Transition moment, especially with Desmond's story and what it meant at the time. But
isto é de PS3, né?
I think there were some changes.
O primeiro.
That's right. Today, the modern day has evolved. For Black Flag Resynced, we have approached it in a way that focuses on Edward's journey while still connecting his memories to the animus. The modern day rifts in Black Flag Resynced will feature new moments that focus on Edward's internal struggles.
There's also something about Black Flag that I feel that I don't know, people still crave what the game brought, you know?
You know what? I think it's because it's a game full of light.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, there is danger
Aí,
and violence.
agora até assusta um
Everything
bocado
takes
aquelas
place over
merdas.
the Great Caribbean
Antes os
sky,
bonecos
you
eram
know,
meio marrecos.
countries, seas, movement. It's very generous in a sense. And that sense of escapism has always been part of the game. And I feel it's very relevant in 2026.
Yeah, totally. And the other thing that the people
Sério, não
I
lembro nada
feel
de jogar
never
isto na
forget, and
PS4.
certainly I never had, is the music.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. It's the music.
A música é
Especially
brutal.
the sea shanties. The sea shanties in particular
Yeah.
have always been part of Black Flag's identity.
Sea shanties.
For Resynced, we have kept the shanties that everybody loves, but we have also added new shanties. They are connected to the story.
Lindo.
Today, we'd like to reveal a collaboration
Foda-se.
with an artist that's deeply connected to
É
the
sério.
Assassin's Creed franchise. And this artist has a special place in my heart because of his work on Assassin's Creed Revelations. Woodkid.
Woodkid. Ah, cool. Yeah,
That's cool.
That's great.
Hey everyone, Woodkid here. I'm in my studio in Paris now and I have great news for you. I'm back in the Assassin's Creed franchise, this time for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. You know, the world of Assassin's Creed has been very important for me and very linked to my career. It started like 15 years ago or something. And this time, I'm very excited about what we've done. I know that Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a game that's very important to all of you. It's a game about escapism, about rebellion, about exploration, and these are themes that are very, very important for my work. You know, I've explored these themes a lot in my music. So I won't say too much, but I can't wait for you to hear what I've done for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
Having him return to the franchise, especially for Black Flag Resynced, means a lot to the team. We've been working on a newly reimagined track specifically for Black Flag Resynced, and we can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Yeah, right. And, you know, music is just one of those things that the people remember long after they stop playing. I mean, I did. The sea shanties, I still play in my car now from time to time, you know, and this game means a lot to you, and we know that.
Yeah, absolutely. This game means a lot to me, and I'm not saying that just because you guys are here. Just working on a game takes me back to 2012, and we all want the game to be the best it can be, and we really hope that you guys will enjoy playing it.
Yeah, so you entered the Animus for real.
That's
Back
right.
in 2012, yeah.
I mean, what a great thing, right? To come back to something,
2012.
you know, more than a decade after, you know, and get to revisit and rebuild and reimagine this wonderful world. It's just been such a pleasure for me, and I thank you guys for bringing me back. Before we wrap this up, I've got a little surprise for you. All right, this is something pretty awesome. I saw it today for the first time, and I
Será que aquele fogo que está ali é verdadeiro?
So here we have an Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced Collector's Edition. It's so awesome, and inside
Óbvio, não dar isso a
is a
mim.
really stunningly
Eu
well-crafted
por ali.
figurine of Edward Kenway sitting there, slouched
Ai, é brutal.
like me, really. And he looks really cool, and it's crafted really well. And inside there's a notebook with all of like Kenway's diary entries and journeys about all of his adventures, and there's also a brooch and a
A gente já sabe quem é que vai receber esta cena,
some
né?
goodies in there for everyone. So this one is really cool. It's the first time I've seen it today, and if you guys like it, then you're gonna have to get your own because this one's mine. Thank you. No,
You're welcome to take it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. We can't wait for you to live or relive this thrilling pirate adventure with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
Mentira.
That will launch on July 9th, 2026. I just want to say thank you for all being
Não,
with us
mentira,
today,
mentira.
and we
É
cannot
mesmo?
wait for you to experience it yourselves. Cheers.
Caralho! Foda-se. Empolgadão para jogar isto. A merda é que eu vou de férias passado uns dias, nem vou jogar isto.